Yes, hello students. In this last lecture of unit number 2, we shall discuss a comparison between rectifier control and chopper control. So we had seen that there are two methods of speed control, that is using polyphonics converters. So rectifier control and chopper control. So the question arises that when we shall prefer rectifier control and when we shall use the chopper control. So one thing is quite obvious that when the supply is AC, when we shall prefer the rectifier control, and when the supply is DC, we shall go for chopper control. But there are some other factors also that you must consider while making a choice between chopper control and rectifier control. So let us first understand what is the effect of current ripples in the motor performance, on the motor performance. You know that when the supply is from a normal DC supply, then the current drawn by the motor is ripple free. But whenever you are using chopper or rectifier, the current that the motor draws is not a ripple free current, it is having certain ripples, both in chopper control as well as in rectifier control. So when the ripple is there, it affects the performance of the motor. So you can say that when the ripples are there, the RMS value will be higher than the average value. If you have two waveforms, for example, if you have like this, one waveform like this, it is having a constant value, fixed value, ripple free. In that case, RMS value will be same as the average value. There is no difference, and the heating in the motor will depend on the RMS value of the current. So the DC motor is designed for certain temperature rise, and that depends on the RMS value of the current, and which is equal to the average value of current in the case of normal operation, when we give the DC motor a normal DC supply. But when the motor contains ripples, that is the supply is not uniform and the current is having ripples, like you may have current ripple like this or this. So in that case, when the ripples are there, then the average value is somewhat like this, but the RMS value will be higher than this average value. So this you can verify. You can take any simple wave shape. For example, like this, you can take the wave shape and find out the average value and find out the RMS value. You will see that the RMS value will be higher than the average value. So this is the problem. So when the current is having ripples, the RMS value of the current will be more than the average value, and that will increase the copper losses in the windings, and the motor will be overheated for same average current. If the motor is drawing the rated armature current, then the RMS current will be higher than the rated value, and more heating will take place in the armature winding. So you have to go for derating of the motor. That is, you have to reduce the load on the motor so that the RMS current is within the safe limit and the motor temperature does not rise beyond the permissible limits. So this causes derating of the motor. Number 2, the peak value is more than the average value. When the current is having ripples, the peak value of the current will be higher, and the commutation of the armature current depends on the peak value. Higher the peak value, more difficult will be the commutation, and this may lead to commutation failure even though the current is within the safe limit. So that also will cause derating of the motor. You have to reduce the load of the motor so that the peak current doesn't exceed the permissible current for commutation point of view. So these two factors cause derating of the motor. So this means that higher the ripples, worse will the performance of the motor. You have to go for further derating of the motor. With this background, you can now compare the rectifier control and chopper control. So in the rectifier control, you can see that the frequency of output of the rectifier may be 2 to 6 times the supply frequency. Supply frequency is 50 Hz normally. So this means that for 2 pulse converter, that is a single phase full wave rectifier, the frequency of output current will be twice the input frequency, that is 100 Hz. And for 6 pulse rectifier, that is a 3 phase full wave rectifier, the output will have 6 pulses in one cycle, so frequency will be 300 Hz. So the frequency of output current will be in Hertz, maybe from 100 Hz to 300 Hz. So less the frequency, more will be the ripples in the armature current, because current rises and the more time you give, more current will rise. So the frequency is low, the current ripples will be high, and the frequency is high, that is less time is given for the current to fluctuate or change, then the ripples will be less. So the frequency of rectifier controlled drive, the frequency of the voltage that reaches the motor is in the range of 100 to 300 Hz. This means that more ripples will be there, and you have to go for more derating of the motor because of overheating and commutation problem. Whereas in the case of chopper, the chopper operates at high frequency, maybe some 10 kHz, 20 kHz like that. So frequency is high, so less ripples will be there in the armature current, and this will cause less derating of the motor. So the current will be almost a DC current like this. So the ripples will be very small, and the average value will be close to the RMS value. So less derating of the motor will be required in the case of chopper control, even though the performance may be worse from the normal DC supply, but it is much better than the performance when we are using rectifier. So this is the advantage of chopper control. And because of this advantage, and what is the DC voltage, input DC voltage of rectifier of the chopper? Sometimes it comes from some battery or some PV panel or some DC source, but many times the supply is AC, and if you want to use chopper, you have to rectify this AC supply into DC supply. So you have to use an uncontrolled rectifier, and that converts AC into DC, and that is fed to the chopper. So in that case, if you are using some rectifier followed by a chopper, in that case what happens is that the power factor of input side remains close to unity. Whereas in the case of rectifier control, for higher values of alpha, for lower speed, you have to reduce the voltage. For that you have to increase the value of alpha, and that will cause a poor power factor. So this is the problem, very acute problem in the case of rectifier control drive, that for lower speeds, that is for higher values of alpha, input power factor becomes very poor. In this case, the power factor remains good even at a very low value of voltage or low values of speeds. So power factor remains good. So this is second advantage of chopper control. And another thing that we have seen, that in the case of rectifier control, we have seen that at low loads below certain torque, that is known as critical torque, the conduction becomes discontinuous, and when the conduction becomes discontinuous, the characteristics become non-linear, and it is difficult to control in a closed loop system, and moreover the speed regulation becomes poor. So there are so many drawbacks of discontinuous conduction. So that is a problem in the case of rectifier control drive. Whereas in the case of chopper control drive, because we are keeping the frequency very high, the chances of discontinuous conduction is almost negligible. Even at very low loads, the operation will remain continuous. So that problem that was there in the rectifier control is still is not there in the case of chopper control. So these are the advantages of chopper control over rectifier control. That is why many times we convert AC into DC, and then we use chopper to control the speed of the motor. Of course, the drawback here will be that you will require two converters. One converter, that is the rectifier, and then you have to use the chopper. So the cost will be a bit higher, but the performance will be better, and the derating of the motor will not be required. So if you want to get a good performance, of course at a higher cost, you have to go for chopper control. And in the case when the supply is DC, then there is no comparison. We shall not convert DC into AC and then we will use the rectifier control. So if the supply is DC, the chopper is the most obvious choice. When the supply is AC, we can go for rectifier control. But if you want to have a good performance from the motor, you can go for a chopper control. You will rectify the AC into DC with some uncontrolled rectifier. Then you can use the chopper to get a good performance from the motor. So that way you can make a choice between rectifier control and chopper control. So that is all for today's lecture. Thank you very much.